this is Trey from Creeping Death, and you're live with LockedIN Magazine.
Who are some of your influencers and why?
Like for the band or just like personally?
A bit of both. Like it could be like from the band, like previous bands that you were heavily into, or
Okay.
someone who just influenced you.
Okay. Well, I guess for the band Creeping Death, the main influences that we've always had are Blood Red Throne, Grave, Sepultura, Bolt Thrower, Gorgut, stuff like that. It's just old school death metal and the like. And for me personally, I started off as a drummer. My mom taught me how to play drums, and the reason I wanted to learn how to play was the band Rush. So definitely, Neil Peart, rest in peace. That kind of took me down the journey of being a musician. As far as wanting to play guitar, I just wanted to play guitar because I was kind of bummed out during, I was in high school,
Hmm.
and I was like, I couldn't practice my drums all the time. My best friend, he played guitar, and we'd hang out, and he'd just be jamming his guitar. I'm just like, bro, I'm so jealous. You can play your instrument whenever you want. He was just like, well, why don't you just learn how to play guitar? And I was just like, okay, like that's actually a good idea. So then I asked for a guitar and amp for Christmas, and then I didn't touch it for like the whole two years or something like that. And then I started to pick it up again when I was like 19, and that's when I started to write for this band.
That's dope. Like
Yeah.
I never personally learned how to play any instruments or anything. It's
Mm-hmm.
but I got drums, but I just never got around to using it. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's very like time limited. Like your neighbors are gonna bitch at you after a certain amount of time playing unless you have a soundproof way of practice. So hard proposition sometimes.
Gotcha. Yeah. How long was the process of completing your debut album, and what did you learn from it? And if you could change anything, would you?
Let's see. It took us. Okay, so E1 hit us up in the middle. We were on tour. This was like June. They hit us up. I think we finally got stuff finalized that we were gonna do it in like July, and then they were like, hey, we want a record by X amount of time. So we pretty much just like at least once a week, most of the time twice a week, we'll just go up to our own jam space and try to write. So we put some time into it. It's probably, I think we finished all of the skeleton part of the music probably in November, like the beginning of November. So from like mid-July to November, I don't know how many weeks that is.
Nice.
And then after that, we just kind of kept playing through the songs, adding little things here and there. And then we did pre-production in like late November for a couple of songs, added stuff, tweaked stuff. And then took some time off for the holidays and whatnot. And then January rolls around, and we have a couple of shows. The guy, we planned on starting recording in January, but the guy scheduled who we recorded with, he also has a full-time job because he's not a full-time recording producer. So we had to work with that. We also had to work with our own schedules and whatnot. So, it takes a little time sometimes when it's all like that, when you can't just dedicate all of that all one time to the project. But we got it done. We started the drums in like January. We went on tour in February for like 3 weeks. So obviously we couldn't record, so we went back, finished guitars in March, then finished vocals in April. So all in all, it was a pretty long. It felt pretty long, but if you really look at it, it was actually pretty quick process. Most people with their records, from writing to recording, takes like years, and for us, it took less than a year for it to be out. So I mean that's kind of cool. I guess as far as like wanting to do something different, it would definitely be to do it all in one process and not split it up over so much time. Because like nobody, like there's stuff that nobody will notice, but we'll notice on the record that's like, like if we, could have just did all of this back to starting all the time,
Yeah.
it, yeah, we could have. It just could have been little idiosyncrasies here and there. That's probably what it would have been for me. But other than that, it was a pretty cool experience.
Nice. I feel like that definitely comes like with being an artist. Where like a lot of people could be like, okay, that's freaking dope or that's great, but there's always something that we might nitpick or feel like we could do a lot better looking
Yeah, for
back on
sure.
it.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah. What has been your most memorable fan experience in the show so far?
I don't know. Everyone's really just usually really, really nice and sweet. Um, there was this one couple in Tampa that bought me and a couple of the other guys drinks like all night on this last tour we were on before it got canceled. I
Oh
think
wow.
they said that they saw us at on the High on Fire tour when we played with High on Fire, Power Trip, and Devil Master. They said they really
Yeah.
liked it, came out to the show, and we basically kicked it with them. Like the rest of the night after our set, they just kept buying us drinks. They were really cool, just hanging out. It was chill. That's pretty much like I get the vibe that our fans are very similar to us. We just like to chill and hang out and jam some metal. We haven't really had any bad fan experiences or anything like that. They're all extremely positive and people are really, really sweet.
That's a good thing. Like
Oh, also, anytime anyone gives us weed, that is an exceptional fan experience. So I'll put that in that category too.
awesome. Like I hope to see you guys the next time you come to Atlanta. I
Hell yeah.
I was able to see like your previous show back in November, I think, and you guys did really awesome.
Oh, sick. Hell yeah. I love playing Atlanta. My one of my really, really good friends from college out here in Denton, where I went to college,
Hmm.
um, he lives in Atlanta. He works out there, and he got us hooked up with. Uh, we did a live stream thing with Adult Swim in September, and he hooked us up with that, and we stayed with him. And now every single time we come to Atlanta, we get to stay with him and his huge pup Lego cute dog. He's like 6 feet tall
Yes.
though. It's pretty sick.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's cool. We just hang out. It's my boy. I love coming to Atlanta mostly for that reason. And also, people are super nice in Atlanta.
I'm glad you like Atlanta. That's super dope that you got to do the Adult Swim thing.
Yeah, that was honestly one of the most fun experiences of this entire band. Getting to go to the Adult Swim headquarters. That was pretty surreal because obviously I've been watching that since I was literally like 11, 12 years old. So seeing all that memorabilia and all that stuff was like, whoa, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. I I went in there once briefly when doing like some set work,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of thought I had died and went to heaven. That sounds crazy, but
Dude, yeah, like all of the, just, I don't know, just the fishbowl and then just all of the stuff, like all the studios, and I don't know, it was crazy. They have a statue of Mike Tyson sitting out there.
yeah,
It was wild.
it is. Um, how has the coronavirus affected you, and what have you been doing in your spare time?
Well, it's made the band in debt. That's
Uh,
one thing for sure. Obviously, we were in the middle of a tour and had almost a month left before we came home, and then we had like maybe 3 weeks off, 3 or 4 weeks off before we went on tour with Hate Breed for another 2 weeks. So we basically had merch to try to last us through that entire time, and obviously now we're just sitting on it. So we got a lot of merch to edit. We're just trying to, sell as much as we can. We've been trying to plug the old big cartel as much as we possibly can, try to offload some of this stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, luckily we were still getting offers for later this year and next year. I don't know what later this year is going to end up being like. That one I'm a little bit less optimistic. I think next year we'll be out on the road for sure, hitting it hard like always. I'm just being patient, I'm one of the few people who's lucky enough to actually still have a job through all this. I work
Nice.
in at like a mental health office, and so luckily the office itself is closed, but obviously the phones and stuff still ring, so I got to be up there for that. But it's safe. It's a very small office. If I'm working, I'm the only person there, so it's just pretty chill. And obviously this is a pretty stressful time, so a lot of people have been calling in. So we got it set up where all of our doctors are seeing people via video or via phone or whatever it needs to do. We're just trying to make sure everyone's getting taken care of right now. So that's kind of like helping me take my mind off of it. Just we're trying to at least help people in some way during all of this. So
That's
that's pretty much it. It's like I just work, and other than that, just video games. Like right now, I'm playing Madden as we speak.
Nice. That's really awesome because right now, a lot of people, it's like insane because I feel like we're all kind of forced to slow down. We're pretty much at home trying to like either get projects done or something done because we're pretty much uncertain about when we're going to be able to truly do anything again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I maybe I'm like I like to think I'm a realist, but maybe I'm a pessimist. I just think people are just gonna have to get used to the fact that everything the way it was before is not going to be like that anymore, and you just need to take it one day at a time. And as things start to change, just adapt to it as best you can. That's what I'm trying to do, at least. How I'm trying to get through all this shit. I recognize that a lot of the places that we used to go and frequent, a lot of the venues and stuff like that we used to play probably won't be there. I'm sure everyone's going to be fighting playing spots and stuff when that is going to be back to semi-normal. And there's also other shit like how are people going to react to other people in public now? It's like rules going to change. There's just a lot of uncertainty. But you sit here and ruminate about it all the time. It's just going to drive you nuts. So I just try to roll the punches one day at a time and try to stay, keep my family as safe as I can and keep myself as safe and healthy as I can too. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Out of this, can we expect?
Okay, so before everything got hella locked down in DFW, we did write a new song. I don't know if we're going to use it for anything or anything like that, or if it's even finished. Like, the way we write, it's never really finished until it's, like, recorded. We kind of always tinker with stuff here and there. So, but we pretty much got a song idea going. That's about the song length we want. So, I don't know. We'll see how bad we can do here in the near future without putting each other at risk or anything like that. So, yeah. I'm definitely writing a bunch of stuff in my bedroom. I have like a million voice memos, and I know our other guitar player has a million voice memos, so we're gonna be all right.
Nice.
Also, my birthday is coming up soon, and I'm hoping to get like an interface of some sort, so I can just record stuff here in my bedroom and just send it and get ideas and stuff like that, just to make it easier so that we can't actually write apart from each other.
That's dope. When is your birthday?
April 23rd.
Going forward, what goals would you like to achieve personally and with Creeping Death?
Personally, definitely want to save up and get a decently nice place. And for Creeping Death, Our goal is to play overseas. I mean, we've played Canada before, like most major cities in Canada, but we want to, go across the pond, hit Europe, UK, Germany, France, all of Western Europe, all of Eastern Europe, Southeast Asia, Japan, East Asia, all there, Korea. I just really want to travel. Australia, like that's like the coolest part. The coolest thing about it for me is like the travel. Obviously, the music aspect, like getting to jam music I like with my friends, but getting to travel is so sick. That's my favorite shit. I think it's because my dad, he was in the Navy, so we moved around like a lot. So I've lived in a bunch of different places as a kid. So I don't know,
Nice.
that wanderlust is kind of just stuck in me, I guess.
Nice. So, what would be if you could play one place? What would be your absolute?
Like a country or a city or
Country or city, either one.
um. Let's see. Well, I've played most of the major cities in the U.S. So and Canada. Okay, so as far as North America, I really want to play in Mexico, like Mexico City. I really do want to play in Mexico for sure. I think that would be really cool. Um, and other than that, I mean, yeah, everything I listed, I just want to go like really bad. I think if I had to go off of just the places I want to personally visit the most is Japan. I really want to visit.
Oh,
I really
nice.
want to visit the UK. I really want to visit Australia. I really want to visit Italy and France. Dude, just all of it. It's hard to pick just one. I guess Japan is
Yeah.
the place I want to go the most, but it's all up there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much,
No
and
problem.
have a great rest of your day. And be
You
safe
too.
out here.
You too. Stay safe.
Thanks.
Hey, this is Trey from Creeping Death, and you're live with LockedIN Magazine.